Hello, my name is Douglas Bloch. Welcome to your Depression Recovery channel. Today I want to talk about a topic that has great personal interest to me. It's called the power of prayer. And the reason I say it's of great personal interest is because it was prayer that healed me from my last depressive episode. Now, as far as I know, there are no scientific studies that document the efficacy of prayer in the healing of mental illness. However, there is a groundbreaking book that was released many years ago by a physician named Larry Dossey, D-O-S-S-E-Y, called Healing Words. And in this book, Dossey looked at a number of scientific studies that showed that prayer could actually alter physical matter. And since the brain is a physical substance, right, made of physical substance, it seems therefore that the prayer could alter the brain and the brain chemistry that contributes to anxiety and depression. As a result, I think that all of us who are dealing with depression and mental health disorders should look at prayer as an adjunct to combine with the traditional kinds of treatments we're using. Now, if the word prayer seems too religious to you, I like the way AA puts it, getting in touch with your higher power. So you can use the word higher power. And, you know, there's no one right way to pray. It's more about the sincerity of your intention and your longing, more important than the structure that you use. Oftentimes, prayer just means sitting and becoming quiet and listening for that still small voice within and getting in touch with your higher power that way. But however way you do it, it's all about making contact with something greater than yourself and then feeling the inspiration and the information that that energy is giving you. Now, I use a type of prayer in my prayers called affirmative prayer. I describe this on my website, healingfromdepression.com. This type of prayer, you actually state what you want as if it were happening in the present tense, and you give thanks for it even before it occurs. I'm going to read from you the first lines of the first couple lines of the affirmative prayer that was used in 1997 during my healing. With help from God, I'm reborn to a new life. I've learned the lessons that the anxiety and depression came to teach, and thus have fully and freely released these symptoms from my body-mind. They are replaced by inner peace, emotional stability, vitality, wholeness, wellness, and joy. My brain chemistry is stabilized and in perfect balance. I am healed and made whole. Thank you, Spirit. Now, on his deathbed, Albert Einstein, the great physicist, said there's only one important question. Is the universe friendly? And based on my experience in healing, it is friendly. It does respond to intention. And despite what Jim Morrison said, you remember those lines, you cannot petition the Lord with prayer? Look where that got him, right? You can state your intention to the universe and you will be heard. Now, there are two other things you can do to enhance the efficacy of your prayer or your intentions. One is to take action, right? You know the old phrase, God helps those who help themselves, right? You don't pray and just sit in your bed with your sneakers on, right? You get moving. There's an old saying I like, pray as if everything depended on God, but act as if everything depended upon you. Now, the second thing you can do besides taking action and trying to do something is to share your prayer with other people. This is exactly what happened to me when I took that affirmative prayer that I read earlier, and I recited it in front of 12 people who met with me. And not only that, I asked them to read that prayer every day at 9:30 a.m. for 30 days to give me some more support and to increase the power behind it. And sure enough, at the end of 1 month, my symptoms had basically gone 90% away, and within 3 months, they were completely gone altogether. Now, I believe that the key ingredient in the success of this prayer was the group energy. It was the combined effects of the mental focus of those 12 people that created some sort of a spiritual energy field that healed myself in body, mind, and soul. Now, I have a wonderful resource I would like to share with you. It's called Silent Unity. It's a prayer organization located in Missouri. It has a 24-hour hotline, 1-800-669-7729, and they will answer the phone 24 hours a day. They will recite a beautiful affirmative prayer with you, which they'll compose on the spot, tailored to your needs and your desires and your wants. And then they will hold that in the Unity Chapel for 30 days with different people praying over that prayer, focusing all that healing energy of the group on your needs and your wants. It's absolutely free of charge. I've used it many times with my clients who have been suicidal, where people have been sick. It's a wonderful service. It's been around since the 1800s. Again, that's Silent Unity, 1-800-669-7729. In summary, prayer can be an important adjunct to healing from depression. Doesn't really matter the form of prayer you use, it's the sincerity of your intention. It's good to take action after your prayer and to connect with other people and share it with them. I'd like to close with one of my favorite passages talking about prayer from the Gospel of Matthew. Many of you have heard of it. It's from the Sermon on the Mount, and it goes something like this. Ask and you shall receive, seek and you shall find, knock and the door shall be opened. For he who asks receives, and he who seeks finds, and to all who knock, the door shall be opened. That's a really optimistic statement. The universe does follow our intentions. It is a friendly universe, as Einstein said. And until we meet again, I wish you the best in your mental health recovery. This is Douglas Bloch, signing off.